Okay, so I think we're ready to cast on a new project. I've decided to do socks. I've got the needles and everything, so yeah, why not have a go? Okay, so I've got my sock set wound up. Just guess I need to find a vanilla sock pattern to begin with. Okay, so it's a day after a night shift and I'm feeling pretty tired. But if I'm honest, what I always tend to do is just make the most of my time and craft. So I've not got work tonight, you know, I can potentially be up all day. So anyway, you would have seen me wind these up. So it's a sock set that I purchased from the East Anglian Yarn Festival from Ellie. And yeah, I want to make my first pair of socks. So I have got some 9-inch circular knitting needles. Do I cast that on now or... So I do have the jack scarf to finish. It's the only issue with having just gone to the yarn festival. I've got so much yarn that I want to use. I think I need to prioritise the jack scarf. This one has a deadline, so once it's off my needles, I can cast something else on. Girls, it's coming along. This is where I started, and then obviously I've increased, and then where you are in the middle, it then decreases. So I am currently up to here. And if I'm honest, this is going rather quickly. I could potentially get this done in the next day or so. Fingers crossed. And then something I have ordered on Amazon is some blocking mats because I don't have any. So yeah, I can then give this a bit of a soak or a spray. I think I've seen some people spray block, you know, like spray it so it's wet or damp and then block it. Yeah, I love the colours. So for anyone new here, this pattern isn't released yet. It is a test knit for Laura Penrose and it's called the Jack Scarf. And the colour I'm using is actually from Ducky Darlings and it's in the colourway Abracadabra. So yeah, it's all the colours in there is a bit of me, you know, pinks, purples, teals. Yeah, if you're a returning subscriber, you will know that. Yeah, absolutely love this. And the fibre content is 50% merino and 50% silk. So yeah, this is really, really nice and soft. And the pattern, how it's worked up with the garter stitch, it's making it really nice and squishy. So I'm going to finish this and then I'll be able to cast something else on. I've still got my Sophie shawl to finish. whilst I knit on this, I just was wondering the other day when I was editing my weekly crafting vlog if this is something that you enjoy watching. I was editing my weekly crafting vlog like the other week, and I just thought to myself, it's just a load of clips of me crafting. Yeah, I don't know. Is that let me know in the comments. Is that something that you enjoy watching? Do you enjoy my weekly crafting vlog? I think it's just because last week I was just a monogamous knitter on this project, only because I have a deadline and I want to get it finished on time. So obviously when I haven't got weeks like that, it'll be a little bit more varied, hopefully. I know I have been saying I want to finish projects before I start new ones. However, I have just bought a lot of yarn and I really want to cast them all on. It is hard to refrain from doing that. First of all, I need to buy all the patterns. And secondly, I don't want to cast loads of projects on and then forget where I am, you know, in the pattern. So because I'm a beginner knitter, or you know, beginner knitter, slow knitter, whatever you want to call it, I don't want to get carried away with myself. Yeah, I guess I was like self-doubting myself really. I don't know if that was good enough content to put out, and because my shifts had changed around that, like over the course of a couple of weeks, I didn't perhaps have as much time as I previously did to do crafting. So yeah, I just thought that maybe it weren't interesting. I could be wrong. Let me know. You guys watch this. So, but yeah, these rows are definitely becoming a lot quicker. Now they're shorter, obviously. But yeah, I'm just on the double knitting section. And one thing I'm trying to figure out is, because I've never knit socks before, I want to know if it's going to be easier for me to do them on 9-inch circular knitting needle or magic loop method. Obviously they're two different options, but not all the options. I believe you can use DPNs as well, but to be honest, that scares me, the DPNs. So I have got 9-inch circular knitting needles. I might start on that because magic loop just looks a little bit fiddly. I can have a go at both, see what works for me. Obviously not everyone's the same, so what works for someone else might not work for me. Give it a try and see. I forgot to decrease. Yeah, I've done that a few times now. I forgot to decrease on the 3rd row, and then I've just done the next row and then decreased on the next row, which would technically be the 5th row, and that I'm adding rows in there, but I'm not ripping back. I don't want to lose stitches and whatnot, but I don't know. But yeah, let's have a look. That's going to be really cute. Obviously that'll just sort of, you know, tie a little bit. But yeah, I really like these colours. So yeah, I'll just do the next row without counting it, and then I will decrease on the next one. It's just a bit annoying that I've got to do an extra row. I'm not confident enough yet, like ripping back, so. Is in no means perfect. Totally my fault, not the pattern at all. Yeah, you can see where I've sort of slipped stitches where I shouldn't have. I think that's the term anyway. Because I can get distracted quite easily, I think that's literally what happened. I was distracted, or someone was chatting to me in craft group and I just lost count of where I was. I don't know. You live and you learn. Show you, this is how much I've got left. So yeah, this project is perfect for a 1 skein project basically. That was 1 skein of DK. today is a new day, and today I'm going on Barbara's day out. So this is something that my friend Ellie arranges. I've never been able to go before. It's usually on a Sunday, but today it's on a Saturday and I can go. So yeah, that'll be really nice. It's like a knit and natter with cake, crochet, knitting, all the crafts. So yesterday I caked up some skeins of yarn to use for a sock, to make socks. So I might cast that on today because I will be surrounded by people who likely know what they're doing. So I'll be taking that, and I will also be taking my Sophie shawl because that is still on the needles. I'm nearly there. Well, I've got a bit of a way to go, but at least I've passed the decrease by quite a bit. But yesterday I finished the Jack scarf and that is off the needles. So I'm more tempted to cast something new on. So I thought that would be a good time to do that. Another thing I just wanted to mention was I probably won't have a weekly crafting vlog next week, only because on one of my days off I will be out with my son's school at an event, so I won't really get much done then. And then on my second day off I need to record the podcast. I'm already a couple of weeks late. Then I'm obviously working Wednesday, Thursday night, and then the Friday I will be very tired, so I try and do crafting obviously, but I just don't know how much I'd get done. And then on the Saturday I've literally got 2 sort of birthday meals to go out for. One for lunch and one in the evening. So my week is packed, and not really packed with crafting. I do have my weekly craft group on the Tuesday, but I don't tend to film much. So yeah, I don't think I'll have enough content to make a weekly crafting vlog, if I'm honest. So I just wanted to put that out there, only because I've been quite regular with my weekly crafting vlogs. And there was a week where I was a bit late sort of putting one out. And one of my lovely viewers did check in on me and ask if I was okay, which is lovely. And I really appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, anyway, today is Barbara's day out. I will put a link in the description to my friend Ellie's website where she does list all of the other Barbara's day outs. So it's basically a knit and natter with Barbara. If you don't know what I'm talking about, head over to Ellie's channel, Craft House Magic. She has a lovely podcast that I watch every week, and yeah, she puts on these events which I'm really looking forward to. So come along with me to Barbara's day out. So that comes to the end of my weekly crafting vlog. I do hope you enjoyed it. As I said earlier in the video, I just want to know if you guys are enjoying these weekly craft vlogs. Obviously now I've got the test knit out the way, I'm not so monogamous on that knitting project, and also because I've got all this fabulous yarn from the East Anglian Yarn Festival. I did do a haul vlog. If you haven't seen it, I will link it down below, but I purchased so many nice skeins of yarn and I've got so many projects I want to do. So I'm likely to start with socks, and then I will probably start a t-shirt because we are getting into spring now and it's better weather for t-shirts. So yeah, that will be my next project, I could imagine. If that is something that you're interested in watching, consider liking and subscribing to my channel. That really does help. And I also just wanted to say thank you to all my new viewers. I've got so many over the last week, and that was after I posted the East Anglian Yarn Festival vlog actually. So welcome if you are new here. I really do appreciate you subscribing, and I hope you enjoy the future content that I have planned. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!